Great ideas often receive violent opposition from mediocre minds. The only thing you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Imagination is more important than knowledge. The true value of a human being is determined by the measure and the sense in which they have obtained liberation from the self. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. The value of a man resides in what he gives and not in what he is capable of receiving. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. We should do everything we can to strengthen the global exchange of information. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. If A is a success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Not everything that can be faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulate the creative mind. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. The human mind is not capable of grasping the universe. We are like a little child entering a huge library. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. All religions, arts, and sciences are branches of the same tree. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I've only ever had one. To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. The important achievement of Apollo was demonstrating that humanity is not forever chained to this planet, and our visions go rather further than that, and our opportunities are unlimited. Time is an illusion. Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. We should take care not to make the intellect our God. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. The only justification for our concepts and systems of concepts is that they serve to represent the complex of our experiences. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. One thing I have learned in a long life, that all our science, measured against reality, is primitive and childlike, and yet it is the most precious thing we have. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong, it is character. I am neither especially clever nor especially gifted. I am only very, very curious. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The human spirit must prevail over technology. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. I never made one of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? A table, a chair, a bowl of fruit, and a violin, what else does a man need to be happy? A true genius admits that he or she knows nothing. You never fail until you stop trying. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. The best way to predict the future is to create it. All of science is nothing more than the refinement of everyday thinking. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Education is the progressive realization of our ignorance. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. The only path to the final defeat of imperialism and the building of socialism is revolutionary war. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. The only source of knowledge is experience. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. The hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax. Nationalism is an infantile disease. It is the measles of mankind. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. A new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move toward higher levels. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. We still do not know 1,000th of 1% of what nature has revealed to us. The more knowledge we acquire, the more mystery unfolds. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value.